Hello, I'm Dr. Mao. Welcome to the weekly Dial of Wellness COVID update. My associates and I will be giving you the latest development in the COVID-19 pandemic and some practical advice to help keep you and your family healthy. Since November 4th, the day after the election when the U.S. hit 100,000 COVID cases in a day for the first time, the number yesterday, however, topped a whopping 160,000. It's no surprise that the second wave of the coronavirus surge is here, the trifecta where the election drove huge turnout of people to the polls. And then the cold weather kept many people indoors, mostly. And finally, since the coronavirus is a cold virus, so naturally it's much more active during cold season. Hospitalizations for COVID-19 also rose to a record of 67,000, a doubling from 5 weeks ago. In the midst of these grim news, there is, however, a sliver of good news, which is that the drug company Pfizer announced this week that its experimental corona vaccine was highly effective, according to an early analysis. Moderna, Pfizer's close competitor, also announced on Wednesday that it had reached a point in its late-stage trial that would allow it to begin analyzing data on its vaccine's effectiveness. Both companies' vaccine use a new technology involving genetic material called mRNA, which stands for messenger ribonucleic acid, and both went into large trials on the same date in late July. Pfizer's study had 44,000 participants, whereas Moderna's 30,000. Now, how does the messenger RNA method work? Before I talk about this new method, let me explain how current vaccines work. The typical flu vaccine shot contains inactivated disease-causing virus or proteins made by the pathogen called antigen, which works by mimicking the infectious agent. Conventional vaccine production requires the use of chicken eggs or other mammalian cells and can take time to mass produce. Since conventional vaccines contain deactivated virus, it stimulates the body's immune response rapidly and effectively if exposed to the infectious agent in the future. Now, how does the new mRNA method work? Well, unlike a normal vaccine, RNA vaccines work by introducing an mRNA sequence, the molecule that tells your cells what to build, which is coded for a disease-specific antigen. Once produced within the body, the antigen is recognized by the immune system, preparing it to fight the actual virus. The difference is that it doesn't contain the actual deactivated virus like conventional vaccine. Instead, it contains the instruction to make the spiky protein on the surface of cells to elicit the desired immune response. What other advantages does the mRNA vaccine has over the conventional vaccines? Well, for one, RNA vaccines are faster and cheaper to produce than traditional vaccines. Second, a RNA-based vaccine is also safer for the patient as they are not produced using infectious elements. And third, since RNA vaccines are not made with pathogenic particles or inactivated pathogen and does not integrate itself into the host genome, theoretically, the RNA strand in the vaccine is degraded once the protein is made. What are the challenges or potential side effects of RNA vaccines? First is the delivery. Delivering the vaccine effectively to cells is challenging since free RNA in the body is quickly broken down. To help achieve delivery, the RNA strand is incorporated into a larger molecule to help stabilize it by packaging it into, let's say, a nanoparticle or liposomes, which resemble water balloons made with fat. Second is storage. Many RNA vaccines, like conventional ones, need to be frozen or refrigerated. Work is ongoing to reliably produce vaccines that can be stored at room temperature, since these will be much more suitable for use in countries with limited or no refrigeration facilities. Third is safety. Better understanding of vaccine adverse effects is needed, as this methodology is so new, although it has been used in cancer immunotherapy, that potential side effects can include inflammation or autoimmune reactions. Neither the FDA nor the public will accept any vaccine with inadequate safety data, which unfortunately takes time to prove out. Once the vaccines have been approved, ask your doctor about its suitability for you and your family. Conceivably, once over 50% of the population has been vaccinated, the pandemic may finally end and the coronavirus may still circulate at a low-grade level like the seasonal cold virus. Once that happens, the world will again open up and we can go about our normal lives, albeit with a much higher level of awareness of public health and personal hygiene. Until then, wear your mask in public, maintain safe distance, wash your hands, and don't touch any part of your face. And work on keeping your immune system strong by taking herbs and supplements. I'm happy to report that our immunity herbal formula is finally back in stock, although on a limited rationed basis. Until the next update, take care of your loved ones by taking good care of yourself.